everyone. Welcome to Michelle's Mystic Corner. Today we are going to be talking about birth birth cards in tarot. Um, we have a lot to discuss, but it's going to be really fun. Today I also have my co-host with me, Dax. Um, he
Hello.
is There he is. I was going to say he
We
is
got the
hiding behind the
coffee. Hey, look
scenes.
at this for a flashback. America Online.
Oh my goodness, look at
There,
that.
there's people watching this that weren't even alive yet.
Oh my gosh, that
Mm,
just took me way back.
I know. Does everybody have their coffee or tea? Pull up a chair. Let's hang out in the cafe here. I'm
Absolutely.
excited. I'm excited.
Me too. And so, yeah, we're going to talk about the birth cards in
Mm,
tarot.
I
I'm
love birth
really,
cards.
I'm really excited because I do mine differently than most people.
Yeah,
And
that's why I'm so excited because I have never, I was making up the chart, putting it on a PDF for all you guys. And while we're talking about that, let me try to get the link up here, guys. Whoop, wrong link. Hold on. I got two text links on here. Okay. And it's Mystic Corner. There we go. Did I spell that right? Okay, it's hard. I got my old glasses on and it's like really hard to read this stuff. So you just open a new tab in your browser, type in psychic.cafe/mystic corner. You can go and join Michelle's group on the new
yep,
website. Now, if you're not signed up on the new website, sign up free, register, it's free.
yep,
Okay, it's just like joining Facebook. It's got all the same features as Facebook, but none of the negative stuff because it's all psychic and tarot and numerology all the time. So then go to her group and you'll be able to download the PDF with the chart. So here I am. I'm working on putting this chart together. I'm using a new system. I had not used what's it called?
um,
No, not your thing, hun.
no, I was looking for it, but it's not on here anywhere.
I'm trying to remember the system. What did they call it? It's the one on Mac. Anyway, it doesn't matter. My
Yeah,
point
I can't.
is that I had never used it before. I'm trying to make, this chart with the 9 numbers and the cards under each number according to the like handwritten version that Michelle sent me, right? And I'm putting this together and I'm going, this is fascinating and a little weird too. Cause I mean, in tarot, normally we talk about birth card pairs. They're two cards for each birth life path, is basically what it is. This one is different. In fact, I don't even understand it or how to read it. So that's what's fascinating is we get to do something new. New and
Yes,
different, new and different. Oh boy.
I'm the oddball. It's so much fun.
Ah. But you guys can go to her group and grab that PDF. Now there's more to it. There's like what she's going to go through here in the little like mini workshop on it. She has this whole outline of stuff, and I'm going to put that on the PDF and republish the PDF. Okay. We didn't get that on there in time before the show, so it'll be a little bit after the show. If you're watching an archive, the PDF on there is all you need. It's going to have that already on there. If you're watching
Yeah.
live right now, it'll be this afternoon sometime. Okay.
Yep.
All righty, because it is 11 a.m. here. Um, oh, cards of the day. Want to do cards of the day?
Yes, yes. Would you like to go first?
I got an interesting pair. So I can't get it into the camera. So it's called the priestess in the Llewellyn deck, but the high priestess and the ace of cups.
Ooh.
Interesting combination here. You know, basically the high priestess and the ace of cups combination suggests a need to let go of fear and to trust in the universe to guide us towards our highest path. We're being called to listen to the wisdom of our subconscious and to be open to new opportunities for personal and spiritual growth. It represents a powerful moment of intuition and emotional awakening, a journey of self-discovery that is rooted in trust, intuition, emotional vulnerability. At its core, this combination is about accessing a deep well of emotional and intuition in order to connect with our higher selves. So it's about connecting with the deeper knowledge, but through our emotions. And, we often don't think of that. We like repress the emotions, or we don't, we think that it's counterintuitive, that we should be going analytical on things. No, this is how you get in to the higher self through the high priestess. Really cool. What'd you get today?
Well, it's really fascinating because I got the Six of Wands and the Eight of Cups. And so here I feel like this is saying, I think I have it wrong, but we'll see. There we go. I feel like this is telling you the way to achieve what Dax is telling us with his cards is you have to take this action. Okay, six is success and wands is action. So you have to take the action to untie yourself from the thoughts that are trapping you and holding you back. Otherwise, you're not going to reach that success, right? And so now is the time. This show may have some information that is going to give you that passion or that information to move forward and unlock whatever it is that is holding you back. So whoever this is for, grasp onto this knowledge today, okay? All righty.
Awesome. Hang on for just a second.
All right.
I think I lost. Hold on.
Uh-oh.
Technical issues.
So
We've been dealing with technical issues for
all
forever here.
morning.
Let yeah. You were having trouble getting in
Mm-hmm.
with your getting the computer and the camera and the voice, the what do you call it? Audio, getting
In
everything to
sync.
work.
Yeah.
Now my problem's like blog talk radio, like it always is.
Oh,
uh,
yes.
and for some reason my studio just went down and I don't know why, so I got to
Hmm.
bring the studio back up. Okay, there it is. Yep, because I wanted to see, we do have some callers, which is really cool. hopefully
Nice.
hopefully this is all working. We won't know till we try to bring somebody on live. uh, for those of you that don't know, we simulcast. So we are on YouTube doing a live video stream, and at the same time simulcasting on radio, online internet radio through blogtalkradio.com. We have a bank of 50 phone lines. So you're welcome to call in at 714-816-4628. You can just listen to the show, or if you want to chat with us, push 1 on your dial pad when you get through. That lets us know. Put your hand up literally next to your phone number, and it puts this little white, skinny, and alien-looking hand up on my board here, so I know you want to be live on air with us. And we take the calls in the order that they come in. So dial in, get your spot early, 714-816-4628. And then what we do is we merge the audio together through the magic of the internet, the Blog Talk Radio and the phone banks and everything into the Zoom call, which, yes, we're on Zoom. And then that goes through YouTube to the studio and then out onto YouTube. It is a huge technical process. And for those that haven't been here at the shows the last couple of weeks, or maybe you're new to our show, man, Blog Talk's been down, the radio side of things. We haven't had the phone lines for weeks, and just it's been really, really terrible. I was listening to somebody today that I wanted to bring up.
Okay.
Give me a minute. I got to wet the whistle, have a little coffee.
Right. I know that feeling.
Mhm. And this guy was talking about this podcast that he's been on for a while, and that he's on YouTube talking about this. So he did a pre-recorded YouTube video, which is the kind of videos that he does on his channel, pre-recorded. But he was doing this podcast also with a friend of his, right? He stopped doing it recently. The reasons have nothing to do with what I'm going to talk about. It's something completely different. It doesn't matter. The point is that he was bringing up about how 5,000% different it is doing a podcast versus a pre-recorded video, because he can go 5-6 takes through a line of speech, and get it just the one he wants and edit the rest of it out, and he can do all these takes and put in, all the different magical stuff and cuts and all, and a podcast, you can't do that, now. This is the other thing, though. I was thinking about us, Michelle, and when he's talking about doing a podcast, he's not talking necessarily about a live podcast,
Right.
which is live radio or video stream like we're doing right now. He's just talking about him and his buddy get on and record a podcast, and how incredibly more difficult that is than doing a pre-recorded video, just you,
Right.
and whatever videos you're showing. And yes, that is absolutely true. But we take it a step further.
Yeah,
Because unlike them, that he can't mess with it all that much like he can with a video, but still it's pre-recorded. He can still do a little editing. We are live, and we don't edit. I mean, unless it's something really drastic that needs to get fixed, we don't edit. You're getting everything raw on our channel, and that's the way we wanted it, because so much on YouTube is scripted and is they record 20 takes, and it's just not real and natural.
Right.
Yeah.
And they want to see that we are people, normal, or not normal, like everybody else.
Yeah.
Oh,
and one of the other things he mentioned was, when he's doing the podcast, his friend is not in the same room with him. Like if he does some other pre-recorded videos, if he has another person, they're like right together. With his podcast, his friend is in a different room in a different location, and they have different internet speeds running, and there's delays, there's digital delays with the audio and things. And of course, we have it 10 times worse, because the speed at which the YouTube studio is taking this and putting it out is different from the Blog Talk Radio, which has its own delay, so that Michelle and I are hearing, I think we're hearing ourselves pretty much live. Well, obviously live, but you know what I mean, synced, where it's like fraction of a second delay between her and I. But on YouTube, there's this huge delay. Like you guys sitting there in chat right now, what you're watching and hearing me say right now, I said like several seconds ago, if not a minute ago. It's so delayed. And then on Blog Talk, the people on the phone lines are hearing it a few seconds delay. That's why sometimes when we're on the phone lines, we have a little bit of trouble getting the coordination between the caller and us. And they're waiting for us, and we've already said, hey, go ahead and tell us what your question is. It gets hilarious.
Yeah, it does.
But yeah, I'm out there, getting my first cup of coffee. This is like my 12th cup of coffee, right? Got to get ready for the show. And, I was outside walking around, drinking the coffee, listening. That's what I do, to my thing of relaxing. I'm sitting here, and I'm sitting so much that it's bad for you to sit, folks. And my watch luckily tells me every hour to get up and stand up and walk around. Well, I'm sitting here doing my work. And for me, relaxing is not sitting down, it is actually standing up and moving around. And so
Yes.
and so I go outside and walk around and decompress and stretch the muscles and get some walking in. And I usually have a cup of coffee or tea, and I have my phone with me and I'm listening to YouTube videos or something like that. So I was listening to that one this morning, Michelle, and I was thinking of us, how what we do. He was talking about how it's like, he said 5,000 times more difficult than doing a pre-recorded video, what he did with the podcast. And I'm thinking, oh, honey,
Oh,
that's nothing. Try what Michelle and I do. It's like a
right?
1,000 times more difficult than what you are doing.
Yes.
What's your thoughts
Yes.
on that, on
You,
podcasting and pre-recording videos?
for pre-recorded videos, yeah, it's so much easier because you can hit the pause, you can hit the re-record. It's it's so much easier to do pre-recorded versus live. Yeah. No, I'm
Okay.
sorry. It is harder to do lives.
So speaking of live, Mystic Corner, trying to spell this right. Okay, I'm trying to get it into the chat here. Okay, so I just put in the link to our coffee page,
Yes.
psychic.cafe/coffee, if you want to grab us a cup of coffee. And then also Michelle's group. Now, this group is for Michelle's stuff, her Mystic Corner stuff, which includes her shows, but also what we were just talking about, pre-recorded videos, little snippets she
Hmm.
does to teach this, teach that. The PDF for today's discussion on birth cards is on there, a lot of stuff. So join Psychic Cafe for free. Go to psychic.cafe/mystic corner. Join her group. That way you'll be notified every time Michelle puts up some
Yes.
cool material. And go grab the PDF. There's a download button. Just hit the download button and download.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And
This is
it's a fun way to learn. It's a new way to learn. Yeah, it's a fun way to learn a new
yes.
birth chart.
Now, before
Yeah.
we get to that, though, the discussion, we have to let people know that if they're in the chat live, you guys can put your questions in the chat. Okay.
Hmm.
Said, yes, we love raw, though. It's authentic.
Yes.
Julia came
That's it.
in, and I see Maria came in, Maria G. Moss
Hi,
from
Miss Maria.
the Angelic View. And Julia says, can I ask a question? Yes, that's what I was getting to. Is if you're in the chat live and you want a message from the universe, just type that in. We'll pull some cards for you. Or any other way you want to say, can I have a, what do you call that? Generic reading.
Yeah.
Yeah. But if you have a very specific question, type it in the chat. We prefer those, of course. We prefer very specific questions. I mean, it works really well for tarot. Now, I should say it works much better for tarot to have a specific question. However, Michelle has Lenormand decks and Oracle decks, which are really good, or can be good, depending on the deck, for general messages for you.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So go ahead and let us know in chat or call into the show, 714-816-4628. As soon as you get through, press 1 on your dial pad. We'll be taking some phone calls in just a second here too. I do want to mention a couple of things before we get going here, Michelle. One
Okay.
is I heard from a little birdie that you got a special going on.
Me?
Yeah.
I do have a special going on.
Back to
So
school sale.
I do. It is the back to school sale. So I know that school used to end in September,
Mhm.
And I really missed that. But now it ends,
Yeah,
or
I'm
it
not
goes back.
obviously in school, but I
Yeah,
really, when it's the
it's
middle
so
of summer.
weird.
And, well, it drives me nuts because it's the middle of summer. I'm not in school, obviously. I'm 60. But what I'm talking about is the inconvenience of everybody, all the kids, everybody going to school. Because,
Right,
here I am. It's the middle of summer. I'm driving around in town and there's all these goddamn, school crosswalks and shit. And I gotta slow down to 15 miles per hour and everything. We never used to have to do that till after Labor Day, and that's the way I like it. I like
I
it.
know.
I like it
Yes,
not during my summer, after Labor Day, in September, October. I don't like it in the middle of summer, July, August.
exactly.
No. But you have the back to school sale go $40 readings.
$40 readings. They're on sale. It ends, as of right now, it ends August 31st. And you
Okay.
can reach me at psychic.cafe/Michelle. Leave me a message and we will connect, set up a time, and they're on sale. So, yeah, just
Sweet.
leave me a message.
Sweet. Also, mine are on sale too, half price, normally $99.99. I only have one reading. You go to those websites and they have all these different types of readings you can buy at all these different types of prices.
Yep.
And in addition to that, there's timed readings. You can buy 15 minutes for this price, 20 minutes, 30, 40 minutes, 45 an hour. I just have a reading. It
Right?
takes as long as it takes. Most things can all be answered in about 20 minutes, but if it takes 40, it takes 40. Plus, I do your whole numerology chart and everything like that. It's $99.99. Right now, we're in the middle of the summer sale. Yes, I refuse to say back to school. I am in the summer sale, my sizzling summer sale, which doesn't end till Labor Day. And then maybe we'll have a Labor Day sale. Who knows? But I'm not doing freaking back to school. Anyway, but hey, everything is half price. I'm not kidding you. So my readings are $49. They're half price right now, but everything else is too. So my course, Tarot by the Numbers, instead of $300, $297, it's $149, half price right now. Membership to the guild. Normally it's $78 a year to be a professional member of the guild. Comes out to, nowadays probably less than the cost of a Starbucks latte a month,
Mm,
you know.
yeah.
But
Hmm.
right now it's way cheaper because it's half price. So it's $39 for the entire year. And people don't realize you get so much with that. If you go over
Right?
Psychic Cafe, right, Michelle, and click on in the header in the what do you call it? The navigation,
And
click
the, yep.
click on the guild or go to psychic.cafe/guild. It tells you about the guild. We've been around for 20 years now. And it talks about the summer sale, has a link to the summer sale, psychic.cafe/summer. But it tells you some of the things that you get. And let me just tell you, because we rarely even discuss this on the show. And I got to take my glasses off because I cannot see the screen here, Michelle.
Poor Dax.
So here's some of the things that you don't even think about when you join for $39 for the entire year. Okay, this is for the entire year, so it's what, less than $3 a month or something.
Hmm. Yep.
Priority calls and questions on our radio and YouTube shows. So that's what we're doing right now. So in other words, you call in or get in the chat and ask your question, and then you let us know in chat, hey, I am a member of the guild. Guess what? We stop everything we're doing. It doesn't matter where you are in the list of callers or questions in chat. We go right to you. We spend more time with you. It's one of the perks of being a member of the guild.
Yep.
Live exclusive workshops, panel discussions, other training, plus live mentoring with discussions and Q&As twice a month. That's actually what we're doing tomorrow. We're doing a live
Yes.
Zoom. Now, most of this year, everybody is invited to come to the Zoom. It's psychic.cafe/Zoom to get the Zoom link to join us tomorrow, 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern. You can ask anything you want, get all your questions answered, live mentoring, to help you with reading. If you're already an excellent reader, but you need help with your business, we're going to mentor you on your business, give you business advice, tell you how to set yourself up, you and your business on Psychic Cafe, answer questions about the professional membership that we're talking about right now, becoming a host on our network on these YouTube shows and radio shows, building your business. I mean, it's endless. Any questions you have on tarot, numerology,
tarot questions,
yes.
If you're stuck on like court cards, we can help with that.
Whatever your questions are. Now, this is the thing though. We've let everybody go to these for the last year. Well, for 2024. So the last, what, 8 months?
8 months.
Starting in September, they're going back to the way they normally are, which it's what I'm reading right now. It is a perk of being a member of the guild. It's not free. It's part of the membership. But we've allowed everybody to come to these Zoom meetings twice a month to get mentored and get your questions answered. For instance, maybe you don't know how to navigate the new website or set up your profile, or, I can share my screen. I can help you guys through lots of things, setting up your custom pages. Everybody gets, that's another perk. Get your own custom page.
That's right.
Yes. And so I wanted to mention tomorrow is the last free one, the last open to the entire public one. The reason why we did that was because of the new website, to get, people joining the new website, get all your questions and how to navigate and how to use the new website, get everything answered, right? But now we are going to have closed meetings again. And that's one of the beauties of that. You can come and ask your questions here on these live shows. That's what these lives are for. Yes, we do our, like our little topics, like we're going to talk about birth cards today. We do our, mini readings for you guys, either on the phone or in the chat. But the big part of these lives we do, multiple days a week, is to answer your questions about the guild, about professional certification, about just general questions about the tarot and things like that. Now, the difference is that this is fully public and going out to tens of thousands of people, whereas the Zoom meetings are private and they're a perk of the membership. What else is a perk? Well, you get your membership certificate, obviously, so you can proudly display that you're a member of a professionals organization. Yes, people do actually look at that. You're out at a fair or something, you could have your membership certificate, and when you get certified, your certificate of certification. Let's see. Live mentoring I talked about. Custom pages and your custom address, like psychic.cafe/your name. You'll get your own custom one when you're a member. You get, even as a free member, you get your own profile. But to get a nice custom link and any other custom pages you need, you join as a member. You will be able to create groups and events on the website. You get your own blog on the website. Professional certification is open to you when you're a member. Yes, you have to join the guild to be certified. Certified members get a listing on our advisors page on the website, and opportunities to promote you and your business, such as interview opportunities, guest co-host appearances on our shows like this, ongoing promotion of your content. People don't realize that, content that you put on the website, like what, Michelle? Videos,
articles,
pictures,
blogs, pictures,
all that stuff.
Videos.
And then we go ahead, and what we do is we take your content on the website, the link to it, we go out onto social media to Facebook groups with hundreds of thousands of members that are in, the spirituality ones, the tarot ones, and so forth, the psychic ones, psychic advertising, and so forth. We go on to Instagram, we go on to Twitter, X. Yeah. We LinkedIn, and we promote all of your content. All the members of the guild on Psychic Cafe. We promote it all out there, which gets people to come in, read your material, watch your video, check out your picture, whatever. And then there's links to your page on Psychic Cafe so people can book readings with you, buy your other products and services, your deck, your book, your maybe you do numerology charts, astrology charts, whatever it is. Yes. So lots of perks you get as a member. And like I said, it's half price right now, $39. You can apply for professional certification. If you're already a member, it's $69. If that's half price. Now, if you're not a member yet, you can join. It's 39, right? And then 69. We have a package deal that's 99 that includes both. So not only is it half price on each one of those, it's actually less than half price. It's another 10 bucks off. So it's $99 for the package deal to join the guild and get certified. Then there's my course, which I mentioned is half price, $149. But we also have a huge package deal that has my course, guild membership, and certification for $199.
Yep.
That's a lot less than half price. The course alone is $297. Okay. Guild membership is $78 a year. Certification is $124 per level. So yeah, you're saving a lot more than half with that. And then if you scroll all the way down on the summer sale page, you'll see my readings, private sessions, life coaching, $49 on there. And then I'm going to grab that link and pop it in the live chat for everybody.
Nice. Yes.
But let me, oh, why is it not?
I'm going to have to get a link for my sale.
There we go. All they have to do is go to your page, though, psychic.
Yeah, that's true.
Michelle, and contact.
Yeah, that's true. We did that.
You have a button under your about section, right?
No, I need to get one. We haven't put one up yet.
I saw one on your about section.
I don't.
Did Dan put that in and you didn't know, maybe? Because I swear to God, there's a button here. I'll go there right now.
Okay.
We're doing this live on air. That's what I'm telling you about. This stuff.
These are the kinks. Yep.
This stuff is real. Yeah, there it is.
Oh.
Cash App and PayPal. There's buttons on there where they could, send you
where
$40.
they can pay. Yes.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. So they don't need anything else. So folks, let's do it again. Folks, you go to psychic.cafe/Michelle on her. That'll take you to her profile. On her profile, click about. And in the about section, there is a PayPal link and a Cash App link to send $40 in for her sale.
There we go. Okay, we got this down now.
Right. But getting back to the summer sale, I wanted to pop up this so that everybody can get the link and see it visually.
Yes.
Psychic.cafe/summer. By the way, if you're on the radio, you're missing half the show by not being in the chat and not seeing us live. Come over to our, if you're listening on the radio, you're dialed in on the phone line, whatever. Open a new tab in your browser, type in psychic.cafe/live. That'll take you into the live. Or if you're on YouTube, type in The Psychic Cafe, click on our channel, and then click on the live and join us in here.
Yes.
So you can see us, guys. So there you go, psychic.cafe/summer. And sorry, now I'm trying to find the pricing one. Where's the pricing? Oh, there it is. So here's all the prices. It's terrible. Yeah, I broke my glasses and I'm waiting for my new ones to arrive in the mail. And I have my old glasses here, but they're not for the computer like my new glasses are. So it's like I can barely see.
And I have almost the same issue, but different. I have my glasses. I can't use my glasses and they're gone. I don't know where they are at the moment. So I have Dollar Tree reading glasses until I
just
get
love
in.
That.
So things are really hard for me to see. So I'm always up close.
So as you guys can see, here's all the pricing. Everything is half price. Go over to psychic.cafe/summer. Here's our coffee link, psychic.cafe/coffee. If you love these shows and love hanging out with us and stuff like that. And then a little later on, I'm going to tell you about, upcoming shows on the network and such.
Yes.
So was there any questions in chat? I know you can't see the chat today.
Nope.
So before we do the birth cards, you want to do some questions, take some calls because they've been waiting.
Yeah. Yeah, let's do that.
All righty. So I'm sorry, guys. If you see my face plastered into the camera, it's because the camera's on my laptop and I'm like trying to read this bloody tiny print. Let's scroll all the way back to the top and see Dan saying hi. Julia came in. Missed you guys. Yeah. Julia, did you get your question in? Because she was asking earlier about getting a question. Oh, what should I focus on this week, month, or season? That's an interesting question. So, Michelle, what do you want to pull out here? This is for Julia. What should I focus on this week, month, or season? And then Pena had a question. Should I be more specific? Well, you didn't really put anything in, really. You said I'm feeling better. Oh, you asked for a general. Let's see. Did you put a specific question in? You don't have to. Do we have to be a tarot reader to subscribe? No, not at all. You can, in fact, you can join the guild. You don't have to be a professional to join and to take our classes that are all included free with that, and all the other perks that I read off. You get all that by joining the guild, and you can just join as an enthusiast. You're, into Lenormand or oracle cards or angels. You're into numerology or astrology or tarot. Everybody's welcome in the guild. It's only $39 for the whole year. You get extra perks, like I said, like, on these shows, your question gets bumped up, things like that. And you get to come to the live Zoom Q&A and discussions where we do free mentoring twice a month, second and fourth Sundays, and then also any workshops, panel discussions, things like that. Yeah, so you're welcome to join. You can also join Psychic Cafe free. You can join the website free. And again, no, you do not have to be a tarot reader. You do not have to be a professional at all. But if you are a professional, like a professional astrologer, animal communicator, psychic medium, we would love to have you on Psychic Cafe. We have obviously a lot of us are involved with the tarot and numerology and Lenormand, and we have a lot of that going on. We need more astrology. We need more animal communication and psychic mediumship and things like that. So yes, Pena, please come join us. Okay, I'm interested. Catherine says, Dax, it looks like me before I got progressives. Catherine said, yes, that's exactly it, Catherine.
Yes.
See, my new glasses are progressives, and I can see far away. I can see the computer and everything, and then I can see real close up, like my phone, or if I'm reading.
Right.
Yeah, but the end of it, the arm they call this, it snapped off the other night, and so this is one of my old pairs. And these are single vision just for far away. They're not progressives, and it's so, I didn't realize how good progressives are. You don't realize it until you can't use them anymore. Here they are. These are my progressives, and look, so I could put them on like this.
You could. Yeah.
That's not bad. It's like,
it's really not.
talk about being live and raw. Remember, we were talking about that in the beginning of the show about, hey, these shows are real. We are not scripted. We are not, like everything is edited and perfect and all stuff like that. But yeah, I'm glad, Catherine, that you mentioned the progressives, because that made me say, yes, that you don't realize until you miss them, until you don't have
right.
how much you miss progressives, because it's so hard doing it, the like without without my glasses, I see better than 20/20 close up. With my glasses, I see far away really good. It's this in-between range where your computer is, The progressives are perfect for that. But thanks for bringing that up, because it gave me the idea to throw these on and show you. And it's like, screw it. I'm just going to, I don't care if they're half falling off my face.
That's
Now
right.
I can actually see and read the questions. So I'm still looking for Pena. Did you put a question in, or do you want me to just do a general? And
And
then you go
I have
ahead.
Julia's.
Yeah, you go ahead with Julia's.
Okay, so for Julia, I've got for the week that you really need to focus on the written communication. I've got the letter and the star. And so you need to focus on written communication, and you need to reach out for your dreams. So, what I'm feeling is you need to start journaling down what it is you're hoping for to happen this week and start manifesting that. Start making little, like, write it down and then put, what can I do to achieve this week? Written communication. Okay, that's the journaling. And then for the month of September, you need to get yourself in with some friends. Okay, I've got the bird and the lily card. You need to make a new group of friends or an old group of friends and really be open to sharing and communicating and being able to be at peace with that. Okay, because I feel like you need a group of women or even men if need be, but a group of females preferably to just be open with and be able to share. And then for the whole entire season, because autumn is coming up,
Yeah.
um, you don't don't be two-faced with yourself. Okay, we've got the mask and we've got the mature woman. Okay,
Mm.
so don't be two-faced with yourself. This is the season for you to be mature and to grow. So learn from your mistakes, look at what you've been going through, and advance with that. Okay? I hope that is helpful for you.
Hope that is helpful. Doing a lot of shuffling here. Penny,
Thank you so much.
what I'm getting for a general message for Penny is okay, Two of Wands. Yes,
Ooh.
you are looking, you are searching. Look, you have it looks like a crystal ball in this version. Normally it's the person, it's a merchant and he's on top of the battlements like she is, but he's holding a globe. So it can be taken either way. You know, you're looking, scrying into your crystal ball, or you're holding the globe. The world's in your hands. The message, Pena, is to you're going to be seeking, and this is in the area of career or setting up a business or something like that. And I got the Emperor. And what the Emperor card is card 4. 4 is structure in numerology. It's saying that in order to achieve this, what you're seeking, you need some structure. And then don't forget the message from the cards of the day today, the High Priestess and the Ace of Cups. You really, I don't know how long this is going to stay on my face, Michelle. You really, you really need to trust in your own intuition and to delve inside. Okay. Oh, look at that.
Oh, I love
Woo!
it.
I didn't know if you went like this, you got a whole anyway.
Wow.
Um you that was a great effect. Anyway, it fit the circumstances too, because
Yes, it did.
delve inside, Pena. And remember the Ace of Cups. And what it's saying is you need to get into the emotional feeling space of what it's going to be like when you've achieved this, and in order to manifest it and bringing it into the now. And I don't have the Ace of Cups, I put it, I just did a whole bunch of shuffling. So the Ace of Cups is deep in my deck here somewhere. Oh, wait, I did find it. Look at the 5 streams of water. It's like the cup is overflowing. My cup overfloweth. Yes. Those 5 rivulets, those 5 streams coming off because the cup's overflowing, those represent the 5 senses. So along with your emotions, what it's talking about here is that you need to use all 5 senses to fully visualize and encapsulate. When I say visualize, I mean a 360-degree visualization, which is including the five senses. What does it smell like, taste like, sound like, smell like, look like, when you have this in the now, and then you'll be able to achieve it. So there's your message, Tanya. And let's see if we can grab a call or two, and then we're going to do the topic. Then we'll come back to calls and
Yes.
stuff.
All right.
After that, let's see. Area code 770 has been waiting a really long time. Caller, are you there? Hello.
Hello.
What's your name, hon? Where are you
guys?
calling from? What's your name, hon? Where are you calling from?
Hi, it's Kathy from Georgia.
Kathy from Georgia.
Hi, Kathy.
How are you guys?
Pretty good. We're having
Good.
fun.
How are you today?
Good. A little stressed, but other than that, hanging in there. It's wonderful. I'm going into fall days here, so can't complain about that. So, yeah, fall is, you can see fall, but it's still warm here. So it's kind of a transition, but it's still warm, but you can see it's turning towards going to fall. So
yes,
kind of cool this time of year here. So, yeah. Question, I wanted to see about my IRS refund. It's been held up for over a year now with no explanation. I sent in an affidavit concerning the matter. Thursday or Friday. So my question is, will that then get the IRS to release the refund immediately, or it's still just going to be stuck?
Okay. Well, the first card that I picked is the Tower card, which that to me indicates the government. So there is the first card, the government card. Okay. And then with that, we have the Moon card. So your intuition is very accurate that it is going to be held up a little bit longer. We've got the Well card, which is indicating more time is going to be coming before it is released. So we have also got the Dice. So it's a gamble. There's a 50-50 chance, basically, that that it might come early, but it is on the side of it is going to take a while before it is released. So I'm sorry for that news, but that is where it is leaning.
Are we talking weeks, months, or can you see that?
Well, the timing
need of the refund.
Right, and the timing card is 19, and with the government, I would give that at least a couple of months at the most, and that's with you giving them a couple of emails, okay? Because you have to stay on top of them. You have to make sure that they have you in their mind, or they're not going to be. That's where the gamble card comes in, okay? You have to take that gamble. You have to be the one to constantly be going, hey, where is this? I need this. Because otherwise they're just going to be sleeping and taking their time. Okay?
Yes, well, that's what's going on now. I have my Congress office involved in it. That they're watching it to make sure they comply, and get it released. So I guess I don't know. I guess I'll just wait and see. I won't. I need it yesterday, so anything to speed it up, because I'm I'm on them, but you have to kind of wait for their responses and
Right.
say it, because they did say about 2 weeks ago that the refund was submitted to the IRS to release, but then we haven't, we meaning me and the congressional office, have not received the actual date or release or what's taking so long.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
they said they were releasing. Well, the tax advocate department sent it to the tax advocate IRS, sent it to directly to IRS saying release it. And then I was told to do the affidavit that it's a hardship and they should have, and they're not in compliance with regulations. So
Right.
do I count that time also of your timeline, or no?
You could.
Today.
You could count that time. You could absolutely count that time.
Okay. I'll just have to see what happens. I'm so stressed out about it.
Just take deep breaths.
Yep. Well, thanks for the call, Kathy.
Thank
We gotta
you.
get going. Appreciate it, though. Good luck with that, of course. Good luck with that. And we got, oh gosh, we got questions from Dex and Dahamani. And,
Wow.
and we've got more phone calls. But before we do all of that, everybody, you're going to have to stand by and hold on, because we are going to talk about birth cards now. And
We are.
I'm excited for that, especially because you have your own personal, like,
system.
Yeah,
I do.
I didn't know how to put that, like your own way of doing it. But I think in the write-up I said system. Yeah.
Right.
It's very different looking.
It is. Everyone that I've ever encountered has their own way of doing their tarot birth cards, and it is so similar to each other.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
And it's not. There's that. It's just there seems like there's only one way to do it. But I have my own way of doing things. So with mine,
we know that.
Yes, we do. With my system, all the numbers have 3 cards in their chart. Okay. So everyone will have 3 birth cards in the major arcana. Okay. So the first birth card is going to be, and I just had my major arcana out.
Before you get into that, hold on just a second. Before you get into that, I think for people that are totally brand new to this, it's important to point out that when you download the chart, and once again, you go to Psychic. Here, let me put it in the chat again for everybody. You go to psychic.cafe/mystic corner and grab the PDF. Also, the PDF is in the description below this video, whether you're looking at it on YouTube or you're looking at it on the Psychic Cafe website. It might be above the video, but I think it's, I don't know. Anyway, somewhere the link's going to be there for you to get the PDF. And it shows this chart, and there's 9 sections, and it says number 1, 2, 3, all the way through 9. And then, as Michelle was just saying, there's 3 cards in each one. And that's what makes it different from the way the rest of the tarotists do it. The rest of the tarotists, and that's how, by the way, I don't like to just say tarot readers. You can go beyond reading.
Mm-hmm.
And because they use ist for everything else, dentist, and what's all the ists? Hypnotist, dentist,
Hypnotist,
I mean,
therapist.
therapist, everything's an ist, right? So tarot ist, like tarology would be the study of tarot, tarotist. So, other tarotists, what they do is they have you add up your name, or sorry, add up your birth date, including the year, and then reduce. And when you get to a number that's within the range of the major arcana cards, which there's 21 cards. So if you start reducing, adding the numbers together, you get 18. You pick card 18. But 1 + 8 is 9. So you also pick card 9. And those are your birth pair. That's why they call them pairs, because they usually come out, except for a couple of numbers that there are more of, like 21, because there's card 12, 3, and 21.
I think it's 1, 2, and 3 have 3 numbers.
Something like that. But for most people, it's only 2 cards. It's only 2 cards. But I love the way Michelle is doing it. Remember those 9 blocks with 3 cards per block, and they're numbered 1 through 9. That's your life path. That is when you add your number, your birth date, the whole birth date together, and reduce it down to a single digit, like mine is 6. Then you can go to block 6, and it's such from a numerologist's point of view outside of tarot, Michelle, your system makes so much more sense than just the cards. Yeah.
Right.
So go ahead and finish up what you were saying there. Didn't mean to interrupt.
No worries.
I want to set the stage, because a lot of people, they're looking at the chart. They're looking at 1 through 9. What is that? In fact, when I was making the chart up for you, I wasn't even getting it at first. And then I was like, oh, wait, those are the life path numbers. And your life path comes from your birth date, which I'm sure you'll be explaining, how to add that together.
Yes. Okay. So this system, I like this system. I found it to be really accurate. And if you're open to it, it can be really encouraging. And, it can really, if you're open to it, it can really let the spirit realm speak to you. So as he was saying, we all have 3, technically 4, which we will go into a little bit later, birth cards. 3 are birth cards. 1 is a personal year card. The first birth card is called your life's journey card. And this card tells you a little bit about what your life's journey is about, what your soul journey is about, where your personality stems from a little bit, okay? And this is where you take your numbers, your birth date, and you're going to add them going all the way across. And so, just because we love Dax so much.
And we do, Blanche, we do. What?
We do. I used his information. I'm so nice. 4, 5.
Someone's got to do it.
That's right. So we know, as he has already said, that his birth card, his first birth card, his number is 6. So his birth card is going to be the Lovers. Okay. I love my little deck because it is rectangular and you see more. Okay. So what does this really say about Dax?
Nothing at all.
Exactly. It really tells about that this card is about him making choices throughout his life. Choices of loving his own self. So what does that mean? That means that he which a lot of people may not know, has probably grown up unsure of how to express his own personality, possibly. So, where does his personality stem from? Making choices on who he is, right? And what is his sole purpose? Well, we know that his sole purpose is sharing information and knowledge with others, not just with one person, but with other people in general. That's his soul's personality. When it says that sharing is caring, it is really true. That's what fulfills his soul, is sharing. And that is proof by him always being on and sharing information, right? So that is his life's journey card, is making choices and helping other people. Okay. So then we're going to move on to the next card, which is the Devil card. Now, for this card, we are going to take his number, which is 6. Okay. And we are going to add the number 9. That is the last number of the numerological numbers. Let's see here. I want 15, 20, 13, 14, 15. Just so you can see the card. Let's see if I can get that close, and I cannot. So, do my handy dandy backwards trick there. Nope. Sorry, guys. There we go. Here we go. This is the Devil card. Okay. And I calculate this, like I said, by adding the number 9. So 6 and 9, which is still under 21. So that's where we get this number, right? So this is his positive energy card. So this is, he has the ability to not be trapped in the physical world, right? Because this is being trapped, right, in the physical world. He has strength to go forward in the spiritual realm and not having that hold him back. So this is going to be his power card, right? This is going to give him the ability to take chances when there is a payoff in the end. And he does that, right? Because who else is going to start the Psychic Cafe? Nobody but our Dax, right? So then his challenging card. And I find this interesting. So his challenging card is the World. And the World is all about success and happiness. I find it interesting that his is the World. There we go. Okay. So for him, I'm seeing where maybe it could be a lack of support or, obstacles and sacrifices that he has to make that are standing in his way. And these will be the challenges and the energies of the challenges that are going to be facing him throughout his time here on this in particular lifetime. So those are his main 3 cards. But then we have our last surprise card. Your yearly guiding card. And this is the only card that changes. So with this card, you take the month and the day. So Dax's is 6 and 16. So 7 and 6. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I knew that. 13 and 8, because now we have the year, which is 2024, which adds up to 8, right? 21, which is 3. So now his personal year card is 3, which is the Empress. So let's find that little Empress card here. So the Empress is going to be his yearly guiding card. This will be the card that guides him through this year, or what's left of it. And this is what he would be like. How do I describe this one? The Empress is a motherly card, but in the spiritual sense. So I would say for Dax, his yearly card is to enjoy imparting spiritual knowledge into others. And that would be his guiding card for the year. So that is my system. And if anybody has any questions, I will gladly answer.
And while you were doing that, I updated the handout with
Yay!
the additional information. So the chart plus the additional information is all on the handout now. If you go to Michelle's Mystic Corner group, which is oh geez, I just realized in the chat. Oh shoot, hold on guys. I realized I put the wrong URL here.
Oops.
I put the URL. It's a tiny URL that goes to the birth card thing directly. And I was trying to put in your group and I put in the wrong thing. So let me grab.
Okay.
Let me grab the right URL here. Hold on, guys. While we're doing this live on air. Okay. Yep. Mystic Corner. Let me pop that into the chat here. So it's psychic.cafe/Mystic Corner, and you can find it there and click download. And when you download it, what is that on? You got to explain all that in just a second. Let me get finished with this, but I'm freaking out because first of all, I'm like, are those the cards I think they are? And number two, you got it on the end of something. And I'm like, why are you doing that? Anyway, let me hold on. Too many things happening at once. Let me finish up here. So what I'm saying, folks, is we have a new handout, an updated PDF. Go over to psychic.cafe/Mystic Corner, hit download, get rid of the old one. There you go. And then, Tanya just came in. Anybody, if you have questions, put it in. We're going to get to the questions now after that. Okay. So we are done with the birth cards. That was a fantastic different system. I'm sorry, I was in the middle of updating the PDF and I wanted to get that done and get it out.
No worries.
Right? So I missed 90% of everything you said.
That is A-okay.
You know,
you can watch the replay.
I'm going to watch, but I still don't know if you explained in detail, like how you get the third card. Did you talk about all that?
Oh, I did not. Let's discuss that real quick. So,
like, I don't understand how the system works. I understand everything else is numerological. It all makes sense to me. Okay.
Right.
Like 18 reduces to 9. Okay. And then, but how do you get to the third card on some of them? On some of them, it makes sense because there are 3 cards in the major arcana that reduce to 3, for instance. But on other ones, it just seems like you randomly picked a card and threw it in there. So
okay, so the challenging energy card with this number 1, 2, and 3 already have their challenging card. Okay, their challenge card. Numbers 4 through 8, I add the number of the 2 cards. For example, let's take the box 4. I add 13 and 4, and that gives me number 17, which is the star. Okay. Oh no, I'm sorry. Yes.
Okay, Michelle has to figure out how she actually does her own birth card system.
Yes, that's right. That's how I did it. So then I kept reading and I was like, wait, what? Then the number 9 card, I
Mhm.
divide that by 3, and then I add 9, and you get the Hanged Man.
Mm-hmm.
Because you only have the 2, so you got to get to the root of 9 to get a number there. And that'll all be explained in the handout that'll go with the birth chart.
Great. Yes.
Yes.
And now that's
And
all together in one handout for you guys.
yes. So I'm sorry, I did forget to go on to that aspect of how I came up with those numbers.
But I'm going to have to go back in the archive replay of this and replay it because I got to hear everything.
And to answer your question, okay, I took, because I'm so far away from my phone, I have a magnet that has some paper, tiny little paper clips, and this is a magnet picker upper.
Oh, cool.
And
I love gadgets like that, you know.
Right. And then the magnets hold my square or my rectangular Rider Waite cards.
I have never seen that.
Look at that beautiful scenery for the Empress.
Oh my God. Do you know that I actually came up with this idea before?
And I saw these and I had to get these just to show you.
Oh my God. Yeah, it's not exactly how I wanted to do them, but fairly close.
Right?
Fairly close.
I was pretty surprised when I saw these, so I was like, I gotta show Dax.
I didn't know anybody had done that. See, that's the thing about great ideas. Once you have them and you put them in the collective consciousness, anybody can download the idea.
Yep.
And so that's why, like, some scientists will be working on a cure for XYZ, and they have a breakthrough in California at the same time. Somebody else has a breakthrough in France, and somebody else has a breakthrough in Korea, all at the same time, totally unconnected. They've never communicated before. It's because they're downloading it. You know, it's just like when you talk to musicians and songwriters and all, and they say it's like as if it flowed into my head, as if I downloaded the lyrics, you know, from the heavens. It because that's exactly what they're doing. You know, they're getting it's the collective conscious. Yeah,
absolutely.
So yeah, I've always wanted to do a sideways deck because, you know, vertically,
the scenery.
There's so much wasted real estate on these, you know, up and down cards, you know.
There really, really is.
I don't know, you know, I probably would do them a little different. What kind of ones do you have right on the top there? You could show us one.
Okay, here's a really nice one.
Do you have the Magician?
I do. Here
Temperance is my favorite card. So.
I know. Oops. If she'll stay on the.
When I get a deck, I always look at Temperance, the Magician, and a couple others. Oh, look at that. Yeah.
There's Temperance.
And see, that's what I was thinking of doing, is having the scenery expanded, only I would have it looking a little better than that. That's a little cheesy looking.
It is. Yeah.
I mean, what I think I want to do, and I love the Magician there. Because there is a version from Los Scarabeo where the images on the card are you looking at the scene, the Rider-Waite scenes, but from the other side, 180 degrees.
Yes.
So like you're looking at the back of the Magician and you can see that there's a monkey down there pulling on his cape, which you don't see from the front. All these cute little things, you know.
Let's see, here's the Devil.
Yeah. And see, I want to do stuff like this and expand it. But I think what I would do is I would figure out a way to put the images in and have AI expand the scene.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
and have better better sky and stuff behind them, and update the images so they're not, you know, the typical Waite Smith images. That's why I love the Llewellyn deck so much. It's watercolor,
Right.
just really pretty. Look at the detail on this.
It's just so beautiful.
Yeah. That is just awesome. And the funny thing is like you said, you're far away from the screen to like put the card up.
Yes.
But it's because it's a horizontal card, it fills the screen.
It does.
Like
I
that.
love it.
Very cool. Hey, let's if there's any questions, pop them in chat. If there's any questions about birth cards, or the, you know, the other way to do birth cards. I think Miss Ray asked a question. I know Dex and Damani asked questions. Oh, Catherine says basically Michelle made her own selfie stick
Yes.
by way of Dollar Tree. Earlier when I was talking about my glasses, Dan was like, "Oh, quick, Dax can't see what we're typing. Let's talk about him." Freaking Dan.
Right.
You know. Dex is like, "Oh, I get it. Add up the birth year." Yeah, it's the birth year, month, and day. Let's see. That question from Damani was about my landlord asked me to leave on the 31st. Bum, 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 bum. I've gained help from an organization under special scheme to get a one-room rental flat. They mentioned they will expedite it so that I won't be homeless. Do you see it happening by the 31st? I definitely think so. I pulled 5 cards for a 5-card yes, no. And 3 of them are major arcana cards. Big fat yeses. This is a big life change thing for you. The King of Wands, this is the powers that be. Okay, so the people at this special organization thingy that, you know, yeah, he's working on it for you. All right. 2 of Pentacles. You know, there's going to be penny pinching going on. And there might be a slight delay. Got the Hangman here, slight delay. But I'm getting 1, 2, 3, 4 out of 5 yes that you will get it by the 31st and you won't be homeless. The Strength card is victory. I'm sorry. Oh no, I'm sorry. It's this abundance 8. You know what? That's one of the things I hate about this deck. You know, there's almost nothing I dislike about the Llewellyn deck. It's my favorite thing, you know. But the Strength card and the Chariot card look identical.
Yep.
They're on a horse coming through the water, you know, and it's exactly the same direction and everything. And I get confused. I'm sorry about that. The World card, actually, it's the universe. I call it the cosmic womb. Look at that. It's the cosmic womb.
Yes.
Yes. You know, it's all yeses. It's looking really, 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 really good. Let's check the phone lines. By the way, this is the time to call in. So we'll get to your call. Otherwise, we're not going to get to your call. And you can join us for the Zoom tomorrow. The Q&A. Remember, it's the last one you guys can come to without joining the guild. But the guild's only $39 for the entire year. So you get all of our workshops, all of our panel discussions, classes, anything that we do. And, you know, even we have some secret interviews that we don't tell you about. And then also twice a month, we do mentoring, free mentoring on your business, on learning tarot, card reading, numerology, you name it. We've got it all covered. Animal communication, when Charlotte's there, learn them on when Michelle's there, you know, to talk about, you know, and we do this twice a month. and it's included in the membership, which you can get on the summer sale right now, psychic.cafe/summer. Of course, if you go to the Psychic Cafe website, it's the first post pinned to the top of the community page, and in the right column of the website, it's right at the top of the right column, an ad for the summer sale. Just click that, it'll take you to the summer sale on a that's a laptop or a desktop. Now on your phone, obviously it's going to squish it and you have to scroll down to get to that.
Let's see what else. Oh, I am working on and setting up an interview with somebody, so be on the lookout for that.
Cool.
It'll be hopefully in either September or October. So yes.
Righty.
Yes.
So we are going to go back to the phone calls. 929's been waiting the longest. Hello, are you there, caller? 929. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Oh my, hey, Dax, hey, how are you doing?
Who's that?
Saturday, this is Stacy.
Is it Stacy? Oh my God, Stacy.
Stacy, how are you?
How are you
Hey
doing?
guys, I'm doing good. It's Saturday. How are you doing, both of you?
Happy
Doing
Psychic
good.
Saturday, everybody.
Yes.
Yes, one of the best days of the week.
What can we answer
So
for you
thank you for
today?
taking my call as always. So let me ask you this. So I'm trying to get into the music industry. Let me know, when will it be a good time to start applying for jobs? I've been going on their website like weekly. I only saw a job one time that I wanted to apply for, and when I was about to apply for it, it like disappeared. So I want to see when would be a good time, because I go on at least like once a week, twice a week, but I didn't find anything that I really wanted. So just to get my foot into the door, I guess, when do you see them posting some good positions? They posted back in May, not May, I think about 7 to 8 months ago, but when I was going to apply, it disappeared. Somebody, I guess they hired someone.
Okay. And have you applied again?
Yeah, I haven't applied recently because I didn't see anything that I wanted, but they do post all the time.
Okay. Well, if you want that position, I got the anchor card and the ring. Okay, let's see if I can get these up there. So what that is telling me is that now is the time to set down your roots, okay, and start bugging them, okay? And the ring is about the contract. You will have to, if you get the job, the contract would be the application, okay? And these numbers are 25 and 35. So we've got, on one card is a 7 and on the other card is an 8. So I would go ahead and put in your application and then maybe get a hold of them once a week and just check in. Yeah. But you would want to get that application in as soon as possible.
Okay, because I've been looking. I mean, even if I'm late, I go on it at least once or twice. But, I always go on in the middle of the week. And I've been doing that now for the last couple of months. But, so I will do that and I'll submit it as ASAP. Because I'm intuitive too, and I feel like something's going to come up, but I just kind of have to wait it out, and continue to do my thing like I've been doing.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and like I said, now is the time. I would put that application in, and then I would definitely definitely bug them, once or twice a week. Hey, how's it going? Because that's going to show that you are interested. Yes.
Okay. All
Thank
right.
you so much.
I will. Thank you. Thank you,
Thank
Pat.
you.
Always a pleasure. I'm
Bye,
joining you.
Stace. Happy Psychic Saturday.
Yes.
Okay, just give me a minute. I'm writing down some questions and stuff from chat here, and we're gonna
Okay.
and we have more phone calls. I think 518 is next, but this is a good time to call in 714-816-4628. That's 714-816-4628. As soon as you get through, press 1 on your dial pad. That lets us know you want to be live on air. We'll get back to the calls in just a second. Got a whole bunch of stuff going on in the chat here. Let me just finish writing this down.
Okay.
I was trying to get it done before you finished talking to her, to Stacy.
Almost.
Outcome
That's okay.
for September. Yeah, I try to do this when I'm off camera. Okay, so basically Dex was next. Overall energy outcome for September. All right. I'm not exactly sure what that means. When I first read it, I just thought he said the overall energy of September, but outcome for September. I don't know exactly what you mean by outcome. So I'm just going to tell you what I'm getting. Okay. But it just, I'm a little confused by that, So not knowing exactly what you're asking per se, I'm just going to real quickly say that, okay, so what's going on in September? I'm getting the 10 of Wands. By the way, everything is Pentacles and Wands, so it's all about career. Okay, there's no love life in this. There's no other parts of your life. It's all about career and finances and things like that, and you're making slow, steady progress towards your goal. However, you may have too many irons in the fire perhaps right now. The suggestion from the tarot is the Page of Pentacles, which is to focus in on one thing. And he's also in learning mode. So you may want to take some courses, brush up on something, focus on one thing, become an expert on that thing. And these days, with everything available on the internet, plus courses that are, 2-3 day courses, and you could take like a couple, 2, 3, or 4 or 5 of them, and watch a whole bunch of YouTube videos. Within a month, you can become the expert in most topics. Really. That's all it takes nowadays. And the goal is, okay, the last card I got, 9 of Pentacles. This is about becoming the self-made person here. All right.
90 seconds.
Oh, we're at 90 seconds. I forgot that I set the show timer at 90 because I'm trying to make the shows not go out an hour. So I'm sorry, not go out an extra hour. So 2 hours, I'm trying to keep it down to an hour, but yeah. So, yeah. So that warning is letting us know that we got to get out of here soon. Okay. So 9 of Pentacles, self-made person.
60 seconds.
The all that means, by the way, folks, for everybody, nothing's going to happen. We're going to stop live streaming on Blog Talk Radio, but that's all. We're going to still continue to live stream on YouTube. Has nothing to do with YouTube. Those of you on the phone lines, don't worry about it. Nothing's going to happen. You'll still be on the phone lines. Everything's going to be fine. 9 of Pentacles. Okay. I tried 8 times to get this out. Self-made person. Okay. The entrepreneur. You're meant to be an entrepreneur is the message. And that's what you're supposed to be working on in September. The next question was from, I'm so used to looking through the chat, I forgot I actually wrote it down this time. Miss Ray
10 seconds.
Is initial I, actually, I can't tell whether that's an I or an L. Initial L, initial I. It looks more like an I. I'm going to go with initial I. Is initial I a reliable and adequate friend for me? Very odd way of putting that, but things change in translation, anyway. So what I got on that is the 8 of Cups and the 3 of Swords. It's not looking too good. It's not looking too good. If you continue down this path, I don't think it's going to be a good outcome. And, the tarot is basically telling you you need to walk away from this person. That's what it's saying. Now, could be completely wrong. That's just what it's telling me. So I hope that helps you out there. Who was that? I'm sorry again. Miss Ray. And then if anybody else has a question, we may have time to get a couple more questions in if you get them into the chat real quick. And I will be going through the chat, trying to find those questions while Michelle is talking to our next caller, which
all right.
Area code 518 is the next caller.
Hi.
What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hi.
Hello. Hi, I'm Val. I'm in New York.
Val in New York.
How you doing
Hi,
today?
Val. How are you?
Yeah. Hey, I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. What can I answer for you today?
Excellent. I would like to know what you see around love, relationships, romance, anything.
Okay. Love relationships. Okay, the first card that I am pulling is the clock and the bridge.
The clock.
Okay, so let me put some cards on my little turning machine. And we have the clock, which is telling me that you may have to wait for just a little while longer. It may take some time, but somebody is coming in. Okay. And there is also a bridge. So he has to cross some kind of obstacle before he gets there. But when he shows
Is this someone new?
I'm not sure if he is someone new. He does seem like he is very well comfortable. He seems like he is very familiar, but he seems like he may be younger. And maybe not even necessarily younger in age, maybe just having the personality of someone that may be a little bit younger, but not too immature at the same time. And so he might just be a little bit younger, but he seems like he is mature for his age. So he is on his way. He is facing the bridge. So he is crossing the bridge now. So give him a little bit of time and he will be coming towards you. And that's what I am seeing.
Okay.
And you will know him.
Do you have a name or?
I do not see necessarily a name, but it has something to do with a red rose. You're going to know who he is by a red rose.
Oh, I love that. That's really cool.
Red rose.
And
Thanks for the question, Val.
Yep, I don't know what that means, but when he shows up, you're going to know.
Could be a lot of different ways, like for instance, you can meet this person and there's a sign that has a rose on it,
Right.
The guy's name could be, Jesse Rose.
George Rose.
George Rose. There's a lot of different ways Rose can show up. I'm actually excited that you got that. I mean, when people ask me questions like specific names and things, folks, it's the tarot. There's no names in the tarot cards. You know, I mean, that is a pure psychic hit if you get something, you know. So that's just brilliant that you got the rose thing, is what I'm saying. So Dan says in the chat, I see a workshop in the near future for Michelle on her system. And, you know, it's funny that he said that, because I was thinking that, you know, birth cards is a fairly simple thing and calculating is simple. And then we just gave them the chart, the PDF, you know, the cheat sheet, and all the information and everything. But understanding it better, you know, really there is more to birth cards. And I mean, I know there is, because some people have written whole books on it. Hold on a second here. Amazon.com. Let me get the birth card books up. Birth cards. See what comes up here. Okay, that's not what we're looking for. Birth card tarot. Let's see if that helps. Okay, so the first one, which I interviewed Bonnie way back when she wrote this book, long time ago. It was actually August 28th, 2011. We had only been on radio for a year and a half. She came out with Tarot, Birth Cards, and You, Keys to Empowering Yourself. And it's actually still available, $19.99 by
Wow.
Bonnie
Nice.
Chevet. Yeah, it's a great book. I have it somewhere, you know. But anyway, but you know, she goes deeply into all of it. There's a lot more to it. It's like, why birth cards, and why does it matter? And because your system is different, it requires even more teaching, understanding, you know.
More information. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I think if we sat on a Zoom together and watched together through your presentation today, we could look at it and see what parts need to be fleshed out with more information, you know.
Yes.
And then we could do a mini
Yes.
workshop. I'm not talking hours, you know, just, you know, 20
No. Yeah.
minutes.
Yep.
Little mini workshop we could do on tarot birth cards. It'd be really cool. We could all like we could run through everybody there, their birth cards, you know, both systems really.
Yeah, that would be fun.
There's another one, but I can't seem to find it. There is a book by Valerie Love that's Unlocking Your Birth Code. It's not necessarily tarot though, but I know there's another one. I think it may be part of Mary K. Greer. See, I thought Mary K. Greer wrote a book on birth cards, but she does have a book called Who Are You in the Tarot? Discover. Oh, this is it. Discover your birth cards and your cards and uncover your destiny. Yeah. See, that's what confused me. The title is different. It doesn't, till you get to the subtitle, it doesn't say nothing about birth cards. So you're like, what? Anyway, so that's the other one you can get. That one came out. Wait, I want to check something here real quick. Yeah, that one came out a little bit after Bonnie's in September of 2011. Same year.
Wow.
Yes, very interesting. Get them both. Now, who you are in the tarot is kind of hard to find. I think you can buy them used, but it's really hard to find. Like, I think it might be out of print. Who printed this? I'm trying to paperback. Usually it says right here. Oh, it's Wiser Books. So if you go to Wiser, one E, I can't say it. WEISER Books. If you go to their website, you might be able to find it, but otherwise you're gonna have to buy it like used for $25. It's expensive.
It is. Yep.
but I think Bonnie's is still in regular print. So that's really cool. That's really
Yeah. Okay.
okay. And then so Dan said that, and then Kainat came in. It's Kainat. Kain is a common English spelling of Cain, and at so I'm calling you Kainat. Now I'm probably
Okay, now.
totally mispronouncing the name the way you do where you are, but I'm just going to call you Cain. And Cain wants to know the energy around them. Okay, so what I'm getting is justice. So the energy around you is justice. Okay. And the magician. So whatever situations are arising now or that you already are working with or know about, you will have justice. And this the magician always pops up, especially in these kind of questions, to remind you that it's, we tend to want to, like, okay, are the powers that be gonna, like, rule in my favor? Am I gonna get justice? We always put it out on a third party, Michelle, but the magician shows up in these situations to remind us that actually we have the power. It's what we
Yes.
focus on and the outcome we want, and manifesting that in. People don't realize that the power they have. They think it's something, and it's like, oh, but I got to keep chanting that same, sentence over and over again, that affirmation. As no, it's literally every second of every day you're manifesting continuously. See, people have this idea that the law of attraction is something that you use like a tool,
Oh,
like
right,
like you
right.
like you pick up your magic wand and you
Here we go.
boom, cause something.
Yeah,
No, no,
no.
it's like gravity. Use gravity as your analogy. It makes so much more sense. Gravity is always happening.
Yes.
All right. It doesn't turn on and off. Otherwise, we would all float away. Okay. You know, gravity is a thing. It's a law of nature where it is, the mass of objects pulls the atoms and molecules of other objects to it in this mysterious energy, this power, whatever you want to call it. I don't understand how, actually, scientists that study it don't really understand how it works. They have kind of theories, and Einstein was
Yeah.
the mass curve space time, and some, but they never
Right.
reconcile the math to make it match the gravity. But the analogy is very sound. It's the law of attraction. You shouldn't even call it that. It's the force of attraction, the force of
Yes.
the force of like vibration. It is always going on every second, every millisecond of every hour of every day, continuously. You are manifesting your life by what you're focusing on. Now, is it more complicated than that? Well, of course. We have, what, at last count, 8 and something billion people on the planet, all separate consciousnesses continuously manifesting the world. We have an intersection between what we want to manifest, along with we have a collective manifestation of this three-dimensional holographic world that we live in, that we call reality, which is actually the opposite. Reality is out there. We are a hologram. This is the Matrix, folks. It is fake. It's made up of particles that make up the atoms, that make up the big objects. I have my microphone here.
I can't hear you
Sorry,
no more.
I bumped the button on it. I've got my microphone. It's made of metal. It's solid. In fact, it's so solid that you don't realize that it's made up of molecules that are made up of atoms, which are made up of tiny little particles, and those particles don't exist. No, folks, they're popping in and out of it. Ask a scientist. Don't ask me to explain it. Ask a quantum physicist. They will tell you these particles are popping in and out of existence, and they're only fixed when observed. That's called the observer effect. And they're popping in and out of existence at all times out of what they like to call the quantum field or the 0 point field. We know it as the collective consciousness and the spiritual realm. So out of consciousness, the little particles are popping in and out of existence, which forms the atom, which forms the molecule, which forms the substance, which forms the physical objects we see. It's 99% space. There's nothing in here. It's a hologram.
Frontier.
It's a hologram. Now, yes, some of it is fixed because we have a collective consciousness where all of us together are manifesting this physical reality. But individually, we have the ability to manifest individually as well. And that's why the magician card shows up in situations like this, because it's to remind you that even though you think that it's the powers that be and it's these third parties and it's the judge and it's your boss and all these other people are in control, they're really not. You can focus in and manifest in anything you want. Yep. So that was for Kane. And I think that was like the last question. I know Damani had said something about, hi, Michelle, are you picking my cards too? We already answered.
Oh, hi, Damani.
And I don't know. I think I was the one that pulled the cards. And yeah, no, we switch off. It takes too much time under most circumstances for both of us to pull card. Now, if one of us happens to pull cards while the other one is, and it's something really important that needs to be said, we will, but normally we both don't pull cards. So what you can do is on our next show that Michelle and I are on together, which will be Wednesday, you can ask.
Absolutely.
You can ask her to pull cards specifically. Let me try to get to that information. Hold on. Okay, first of all, tomorrow, the live Zoom discussion and Q&A, 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern. Go to psychic.cafe/Zoom to get the Zoom link. Now, before we used to have this link /Zoom take you right to the Zoom. We don't do that anymore. That's because we are preparing to where you're going to have to come to this page to go to the page to get the link. And that one's going to be for members only. Okay, so this is the public side advertising. But right now, this next one tomorrow, you're going to be able to attend. So go over to psychic.cafe/Zoom and get the link. Next month, you have to be a member. Okay, so take advantage of this. And so that's tomorrow. And then let me see if I can. Okay, so Monday, the next show after that will be Monday. I'll be on with Charlotte Quarnberg. This is going to be evening shows now, 6:30 p.m. San Diego time, 9:30 p.m. New York time. And then the show after that, I'm trying to find Wednesday. That's when Michelle will be back. If you want to have Michelle specifically pull cards. And then after that will be Thursday with Ellie Moonchild. Yay. And then we have that 31st of Saturday coming up. Saturday, 31st of August. Yeah. And we're going to be doing another Dax and Friends show on Saturday. So this is next Saturday, right? Any and all of our hosts, past hosts, Tarot Guild staff members, everybody can join us as a guest co-host with me. Saturday, August 31st. It's like that one we just did. 6:30 p.m. Oh, sorry, I have the wrong time on here. Not sure why. Let me check here. I don't know why it's showing that. Because I have nighttime banner and daytime banner, and I think that's what the problem is. Oh shoot, nope, that's the wrong thing. Hold on. Is that it? There it is. So 11 a.m. San Diego time, 2 p.m. New York time. And I know for sure Dr. Rose said she's going to come.
Oh, nice.
Yes, yes. And I'm hoping, Michelle, that you'll come.
I'll be there. Yep.
Maria, Ellie was going to come last time and didn't make it. I'm hoping Charlotte will come, and maybe even Catherine. We'll see who all can join us next Saturday. So that's everything coming up.
Nice.
So I think that's all the questions. Oh, Dan said, or book a private reading. That's right. Yes.
Yes. Yep. I have a sale, $40 on sale for readings, numerology reports.
Grab that. It's $40, and then mine are $49, half price, and you can get mine on the summer sale page. So psychic.cafe/summer sale. For Michelle's, go to psychic.cafe/Michelle. And actually, I can pop that up here. There it is.
Yes.
There, add our coffee link if you want to send us a cup of coffee. Wow,
absolutely.
This was a fun show today.
It was
a little crazy because I'm waiting for my glasses to come in so I can actually see, and but we muddled through.
Yep, but we made it through.
All righty. Let's see. Oh, Pika came in and had a question. Will I clear my Air Force paper and join it? I don't know what that means, but I think you're asking if you'll clear like what the application you have to do, background check, things like that to get in the Air Force.
That's what it sounds like.
That's what it sounds. You want to pull a card, Michelle? What are you getting?
Well, I got the labyrinth and the gift card. So, or the bouquet card. So there is something that is holding you back from getting in. You may have to figure out what that is and work on that. And then you'll see a new appreciation for getting in.
Oh, cool.
I do see a positivity in you getting in, but you may have to really work a little bit harder to get in to be accepted. So that's what I'm getting.
Yeah, I'm getting a similar thing. I got the Queen of Pentacles.
Oh,
the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. These are like the two people making the decision. And initially, I get the 10 of Swords. And so initially, so that's a no and a no. And then this is a yes, but it's the ending of something. And man, there's a lot of overthinking going there. But it's like the 10 of Swords is similar to like the Death card. It's one door closes, another door opens. And then the next card was the 4 of Wands, celebration. And 4 is even, so it's a yes card, and you get in. So, it starts out with these two no's, and then I get these two yeses. So I think it's exactly what you said, Michelle.
Yep.
It starts off as a no right now, but then you're going to be able to change that around if you work on it.
Yep.
Okay, so that was the end there. Vigi, I don't know, Vigie. I'm calling it Vigi. Hi.
Yeah.
Hi, when I find peace in my life. Okay, so when will this person find peace in their life? Ooh. What am I getting? And this really is going to be the last question, folks. Tika said thanks. Yeah. Okay. What I'm getting is the Two of Swords, all right? And look at the coloring and the dark clouds behind her and everything. Compared to the next card, the Sun card. Look at that. Wow. So yeah, you will find peace and everything's going to get like this, the Sun card, once you make this decision. There is something where you have the blindfolds on. And this may be that you're unable to make a decision, to take a certain path, to decide on something, or it may be that you are unwilling to make that decision or take a certain path, but you will not have happiness, joy, freedom, all the positive things until you make this decision. And you may even be unaware of this. I'm not entirely sure that you're aware that there's a decision that needs to be made. And that might be part of your subconscious protecting you. And what's going on is you're not able to make the decision because you don't even know the decision needs that the question is even there, because it's being hidden by your subconscious. That's a possibility. But if you know that there's a big time question, that's what you got to do in order to find happiness. There's something you're unwilling to do or unwilling to decide to do. I don't know what it is, Michelle. Did you pull any cards for?
Well, I looked for my peace card, and right behind that is my tree. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And what that is indicating is that you need to work on yourself, on aligning maybe your chakras, getting yourself in balance. And
Yeah.
that's when you're going to find your peace.
Cool.
So that's what I got.
Oh, I only just noticed your well, you're above me on my screen, but you're either on the left or the right here. And I think on YouTube you're let's see. I think you are no, you're this way. You're over here and you got this light going. Bloop, bloop, bloop.
This is the moon.
Oh, wow.
And it changes colors.
That is so cool. I just had to
Yeah.
check it out. Anyway,
and I think it just turned off.
we're getting out of here. Let me put in the coffee URL if you want to give us a cup of coffee. If you enjoyed the show and you just, want us to help, want to help us keep the lights on here. And then psychic.cafe /Zoom. That's psychic.cafe /Zoom. That's where you will be able to get the Zoom link for tomorrow's meeting, 11 a.m. Pacific time, 2 p.m. Eastern. You can come join us, hang out with us. It's private, it's intimate. It's not like, where we have to rush through things here on the show and, tens of thousands of people listening and watching. No, this is just, however many
just
of us,
a little group. Yeah.
small group, and it's private and intimate, and we can spend as much time as we want on your questions and help you out with things. And free mentoring, whether you're learning to read tarot or you're going pro or you're already professional and you want to, build your business. But it can be just simple questions too about how does this work in numerology? How do I calculate my birth cards?
Yeah.
It could be things like that. It could be, how to do certain things in tarot and what's the best spread for this and blah, blah, blah. So there you go.
Yep.
Join us tomorrow. And remember that URL, psychic.cafe /Zoom. You can always find all the information you need for things like that open discussion and Q&A tomorrow, as well as like all of our shows and everything. You can find that on the events section under events in the navigation on the website. Go to psychic.cafe, www.psychic.cafe. It's all there in the navigation. And if you're on your phone, remember it's squished down to a hamburger. You have to push the hamburger icon to get, and then just click on events. All the events are there. And when you, and like for the show, for the discussion Q&A tomorrow, you click on the event. There's the Zoom link right there. You just click on it and it'll take you right into the Zoom. So we'll see you all tomorrow. Thanks, Michelle.
Thank you so much.
Another great Michelle's Mystic.
Yes. Bye, everybody.
Bye. Bye, Dan.
Bye, Dan.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio.
Goodbye.